in Year 12?
No.
No?
You two like, yeah!
It's quite a challenge, but you will get through it. We did, so. And now we are towards the end of our degree, so we study occupational therapy at Curtin. We're going into our pracs at the moment, so some of us have done pracs in hospitals. There's a range of areas that we're in. And so we thought we'd come today and just share with you about what we do and just the profession of OT, occupational therapy. And yeah, this is what we've been a part of for about 4 years now, so it's been an enjoyable experience for all of us.
So, Dave, before you start,
Yeah.
my name's Amy.
This is
Claire and Diana.
Yeah. So firstly, what do you guys think occupation is? Any ideas?
Everyday
Oh.
activity. What you do for a living.
Yeah. So that can be one of the things occupation encompasses, but there are lots of other things. So, for example, when you wake up in the morning and you brush your teeth and you're getting ready, that is an occupation. So we, as occupational therapists, we're interested in all of these things. So all the things that you do during your day, we're interested in those. So if you were to come across experiencing an accident and you weren't able to do the things that you would want and need to do, then we would work with you to get through back into what you were doing before, so that you can live a meaningful life. So just as an activity, just think about some of the occupations that you do. So for example, I'm a student as well as I play soccer. I'm also a sister and I like shopping, cooking, all those types of things. They are all occupations. So if anyone else wants to call out some of the occupations that they're involved in and what they do, that would be pretty cool. Or you could talk with the person next to you and just try and think about the things that you value as an occupation. Yeah.
Play guitar.
Yeah, so that's definitely, yeah.
I feel like what occupation is studying
So yeah, so if anyone would like to just give us a little bit brief introduction into what they think their occupations are, or what occupations you do.
Had some good ones mentioned.
Yeah.
Music.
Great.
And singing and performing.
Perfect. Yeah. So with occupations, as occupational therapists, we classify occupations into 3 categories. So we've got self-care, productivity and leisure, and that's what we divide our occupations into. So occupation refers to the everyday activities that people do as individuals, in families and within communities, to occupy their time and that bring purpose and meaning to their life. So occupations include things people need to do, want to do and are expected to do. So for example, being a student and studying, that is one of your occupations, which you're all experiencing at the moment. So occupational therapy, it's quite difficult to understand. At the beginning of us starting our degree in occupational therapy, we weren't really sure. We were kind of like, we want to help people, we want to be involved in people's lives and we want to make a difference. And we want to feel every day that we are making a difference and that we're in an environment that is meaningful and helping people. So for me, I grew up down south in Busselton and I went to this school. Some of you remember me. And I decided to study occupational therapy because of those reasons, because I wanted to do something different, also travel and move up to Perth, that was one of my things. And I wanted to help people and I wanted to have a role that was important and really looked upon really well, so that was my reasoning behind it. So occupational therapy simply is helping people to live better lives. So we believe that occupation and what people do is a key to being healthy and to living well. So our role is an art and a science with the aim of optimising performance, increasing independence and enabling people to participate in their everyday life activities. So a key part of being healthy is being able to do what you want and what you need to do. So occupational therapy therapists achieve this outcome by working with people and communities to enhance their ability to engage in the occupations they want and need to do. So, for example, we use occupation to help people get better, as well as instead of giving them perhaps an exercise to do, we will find creative and engaging ways to do an exercise, as opposed to perhaps doing push-ups. We'll do something different that will be interesting to the client, that will build their upper body strength but be meaningful to them. So it might be something simple as perhaps folding washing to get arm movement and that type of thing, which is something that they need and something that they want to do. So the role of the OT.
Yeah, so that leads us on to the role of OT here. So the ultimate goal is to improve clients' quality of life. So it's about making sure that they're able to do the things that they really find quite meaningful and valuable. We improve participation in meaningful activities through guidance, encouragement, support, education, empowerment and facilitation. So it's really about us advocating for the person we're working with so that they can get the best outcome out of the interaction that they have with us. We involve the client in all the decisions, so ultimately they have the decision in where their life takes them. We're just there to help them and guide them through. Help clients overcome barriers they face. So sometimes, depending on the condition that we're working with the person with, it can be a huge big barrier that they can't see any way out of getting through and past. So it's about working with them to break that down into smaller steps. So say we can do a little bit of smaller goals to an end goal. So it's about giving them a little bit of encouragement and support to be able to get through the barriers they face, and decrease the impact of disability and enhance their quality of life. So even the smallest little thing can help someone be able to interact more within the community and environment. So it's just about working with that person to work out what they want, what's going to be best for them, and then how we can achieve that as well, so they're not feeling left out or anything like that. So we work closely with a lot of other health professions. So I've just finished a prac down in Albany at Albany Regional Hospital, and the team I was working with there was a really big multidisciplinary team. So it was a mix of, like you said, health professions there, physios, speech pathologists, social workers, dietitians, a lot of medical teams and physicians that are dealing with the patients as well, so you have a lot of communication with them. Nursing, pharmacists, and also a lot of community service providers. So once they finish their time in the hospital with you, you then have to work with communities, resources outside the hospital, so that they're still getting a lot of support that they need while they're getting back on their feet. So multidisciplinary team approach is working collaboratively with various health professions, aiming to promote an optimal patient care and ensuring the best possible outcome for the person. So you're working really